Right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, we're discovering the Holy Grail of brunch.
Really hearty, really beautiful.
Hi everyone, I'm Tim Laird along with Kevin Harnett. And Tim, what a great day we're having here in our kitchen theater in Paristown. Coming up, we're going to have the head chef from the Grales. It's a unique spot in the highlands of Louisville that's given new life to an old chapel. Nowadays, it's a place of worship for beer lovers and foodies alike.
It's got my blessing.
Join us as we share the secrets to a farm-fresh frittata that's perfect for brunch and some unbelievable beer cheese that's easy to make at home when you learn the secrets. It's all right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett, along with my good friend and broadcast partner, Tim Laird. And Kevin, it's a great day to be in kitchen theater, especially if you're a fan of brunch and everything like it. I'll tell you what, it's like good food and beer become a religion. Love it. It's the Grales, which actually is a restaurant, a bar, and a bed and breakfast all in one. Well, you're right about that, Tim. The Grales includes Holy Grale, which is a beer hall born out of an old chapel house. Then there's Bar Grale, which is a wine bar and bottle shop, and Gralehaus, which is a bed and beverage, as they call it, with 3 charming rooms that make for a perfect staycation destination. Gralehaus is also one of the best spots in town for espresso and brunch, and that's what we're getting into right now. So let's meet today's guest. People search for her food more than the Holy Grail itself. Say hello to Chef Jill Vieracker from the Gralehaus. Hello, Chef.
How are you?
Hello, Chef.
How are you doing?
Jill, we're great. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, the Gralehaus, it's been around a little while. First it's the Holy Grail. Now you've incorporated a lot of other sort of tentacles to that, so it keeps you busy.
Taking over the Highlands one building at a time.
I like that. In a very good way. I mean, the stuff you're cranking out is impressive. I was saying in the commercial break as we were coming into the show, I was telling you that I had a chance to be at an event and folks were talking about the brunch, and they were like, yeah, well, we had that at the Gralehaus. It was amazing. So just another little feather in your cap there.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, and part of that, I guess, what are we making today?
So this is one of our biggest sellers on the menu. It is called the Ugly Frittata.
Okay, the Ugly Frittata. Love that.
And it's really called the Ugly Frittata, right?
Yes, it's called the Ugly Frittata because we actually let all the farmer ingredients stick out of the pan, so it doesn't look like a normal frittata, but it is actually quite beautiful.
It's an artisan
Pretty
frittata.
much. Yeah,
that's great.
So no frittata is the same, like a snowflake.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, now we're doing a little weather. I ought to be good at this.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So first things first, we're getting the pan nice and hot, and we're going to add a little bit of clarified butter.
All right.
So we use clarified butter versus regular butter because it has a higher smoke point. That way we can get a better sear on the potatoes, more crisp, and no fires, which are always preferable in a kitchen. And then once this butter gets nice and melted down, we're going to start with our first farmer ingredient.
Okay.
These are Santana Gold potatoes from Root Bound.
Wow.
Santana Golds.
I like the name. It has a ring, doesn't it?
They're very similar to Yukon Gold potatoes, the same kind of like creamy texture. And what we want from that is so that way when we do a nice French soft scramble, you get a texture difference.
They also had a big music hit, too, didn't they?
Santana?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe a little before our time, Tim.
Oh, that's probably true.
So right now we're starting to get a little bit of that golden color. So we're going to do a nice little flip. And while that's cooking, we are going to add our butternut squash.
Oh, right to the potatoes. Nice.
Right to the potatoes. We're putting them in raw, so we're going to let them cook up a little bit while the potatoes are still cooking. And the key to everything is salt, salt, salt. You always want a good amount of salt with raw vegetables and eggs because otherwise it's just not as good. But butter and salt is the key to any good frittata.
And after doing the show for a few decades, I think it's the key to about anything that's on the stove.
Salt, butter.
Right.
We got 2 of the...
Sometimes a little heavy cream.
Heavy cream, yes.
For baking especially.
Because fat is flavor.
Exactly. So while this is crisping up, we're also going to add our poblano peppers.
Oh, poblano. Here for a moment, I thought that was like a chopped pepper. Just a green pepper.
Diced up poblanos and a little bit of yellow onion. And again, salt away. And we're going to let that cook down.
Okay.
Well, while that cooks, our next ingredient will be our farm fresh eggs that we whip. We get all of our eggs from Egg Shack out of Lexington, Kentucky. They're an amazing farmer collective, but the difference between a commodity and a farm egg, you won't believe it until you try it. The yolk is just so much deeper of a yellow, and the flavor is just incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing when you see a farm fresh egg like that, how the orange just glows. It's almost glowing. You go, oh my gosh, everything else you get from the store is just pale.
Exactly. I mean, and it makes this very simple dish incredible. So while this is cooking up, we're going to add the eggs. We do about 4 ounces per frittata.
And those are all just whisked together?
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Nothing's added to it. It is just plain old farmer eggs. And we're going to finish with some green onions.
Wow, that looks so good.
Doesn't that look good?
And
I like the fact that it didn't have to be perfect.
Right, and I like
No.
the way you kept the potatoes and the butternut squash, so it's going to have some mouthfeel, some texture to it. It's not going to be just all...
It's going to have a little bit of texture, and every little bite you're going to have a little bit different flavor. That way, no bite is exactly the same. And then while this cooks, we're going to move it to a low heat. And I'm actually going to dome it, so that way it steams up and you get that nice fluffy texture.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and different than an omelet.
Exactly. So an omelet you would classically turn over and it gets crispy. This way you get like a soft scramble, you get the crispiness, and then you also get all the texture from the vegetables as well.
Beautiful.
Wow, look at that. The way that frittata just kind of puffed up. It just, oh,
It's
like a
basically-
souffle almost.
Exactly. We're looking for that soft scramble. And it is almost there. So that is finishing up. I'm going to dress up this salad.
Excellent.
With these amazing greens, we also have a sorghum vinaigrette. We get our sorghum from a great farmer. This one is from 3D Valley Farms in Indiana. Jane is amazing. She also supplies all of our beef to our PM restaurant, Holy Grale, as well. So she does sorghum and honey and maple syrup. So it gives a nice little like molassesy, sweet, acidic punch to it.
Oh, that's a nice combination. I like it.
Exactly. And we just do a little bit of salt, fresh cracked pepper.
And again, not too much because the product itself is that
So
good.
good. Exactly. We're just letting the product speak for itself. We just want a little bit of acid to cut through all that amazing, fatty, delicious flavors. Now that we have those nice eggs nice and souffled, we're just going to pull a little bit of that beautiful soft scrambled out of the center.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, I like that lid trick. That is so good. You can do that when you're making just a regular egg. You know, if you cover
Exactly.
it and just leave it alone, the yolk will
Puff up.
cook. And,
It puffs up nicely, so that way you can just slide it perfectly into your plate.
Beautiful.
Look
Wow.
at that.
And then when you're finishing it up, that lovely creme fraiche we were talking about, we're going to do a big old dollop.
You said big dollop. You weren't kidding. There it
Oh,
is.
no.
Hello, dollop.
Hello, dollop.
That is the beauty right there.
That is great.
Fresh chives, and then you can't go wrong with some fresh cracked pepper. And then our key to all of our eggs is Maldon salt. It is a nice, fancy, like rocked flake salt, and it just brings out the yolk in all your eggs.
Yeah, you get a nice bite with it, you know.
Exactly.
It sets on the tongue.
And then we're gonna do that nice bright salad
Right on top.
right on top. And then we're gonna use those beautiful farmer radishes we were talking about.
Those are gorgeous radishes. I mean, they really are.
And I just like to do a little mixture of the color. Why not? Every season it changes. Sometimes we have French breakfast. These are daikon. Sometimes we get watermelon radish, which are beautiful colors.
Well, I have to say, it doesn't look like an ugly frittata.
No, that's kind of the
No.
misconception.
I was going to say, that's beautiful.
But that's it right there, huh?
Yep, simple, clean, farmer focus.
The ugly frittata. Beautiful. Well, that's just one of a couple of things we're learning the secrets to. Jill, when we come back, what are you going to be sharing?
We are going to be making our house-made pretzel and our beer cheese.
Wow, that's one of my favorites. We've got more to come right here as we cook with the Gralehaus, right here on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. We'll be right back.
How do you like that? If you like Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs on TV, you'll love to see it in person.
Great time, man. fabulous.
Join us at the Secrets Kitchen Theater in Louisville's historic Paristown.
This is a great experience.
I love that.
Get your tickets now online at mintjuleptours.com. Watch Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs on TV and see it in person by going to mintjuleptours.com.
It was outstanding.
Make your reservations today.
Still cooking.
Appreciate you sharing the secrets. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned. Made my way over to the PNC Bank tasting table. It's always a favorite place to be, simply because they get to take the taste first and see how the chefs did. Jill has been hard at work from the Grales, and here we have the wonderful frittata. I'm with Tim McDevitt, and it's great to see you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here. Now, I have to say, and I'll admit this, dessert's my favorite. Breakfast, I like it okay. I'm not a huge breakfast fan, but I asked you in the commercial break if you like breakfast, and you said yes.
Oh, I definitely do. I have it all. For every meal, I can have breakfast, yes.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of people are. The frittata looks amazing, and I like the fact that, you know, there didn't seem to be anything too complicated about it, but it looked amazing. So I think the big thing is how did it taste? So I'm going to let you take a taste, Tim. Of course, it had the potatoes, it had the root veggies, the onions, the scallions, of course, the fresh eggs, and then it was topped with the creme fraiche, which she said really made a difference. So tell me the flavors you could taste.
Well, the best part for me so far was the salad on top. So it was very good. The potatoes were crisp, so there was nice textures to that. And it was a very good medley of all the different ingredients. And every bite, as the chef said, did taste differently, so it was very good.
Yeah, and that's important. That way you have sort of a little party on the plate that you can move around through. Appreciate you guys being here.
It's great to be here. I've never been to the Grill House, but I plan to get there soon.
Yeah, well, and I tell you, between the 3 locations they have, it's always a fun time. So glad you're here today. We've got more secrets from Chef Jill Vieracker coming up. She's going to be talking about that wonderful pretzel and beer cheese when we come back on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Want to come see us in Kitchen Theater? We're giving away 2 tickets every month. Enter to win by subscribing to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. When you subscribe, you'll be able to watch Secrets anytime you want. Subscribe and win at youtube.com/Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
I know. We're having a lot of fun. Hey, listen, I'm Tim Laird with Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs in our kitchen theater in Paristown.
Yeah, and Tim, today we are cooking with Chef Jill Vieracker from the Grales. We've made the wonderful frittata, the ugly frittata. How was it? All of those claps and applauses echo what we just heard from the PNC Bank tasting table. Now we're moving on with Jill to the next item, which is one of my favorites because I love to just go and have a nibble with a cocktail or a beer, and this is the awesome pretzel and beer cheese.
Exactly. We actually just recently hired an amazing pastry chef, and we started making it in-house. Nice. So I'm going to show you how we plat the bread. Very simple 3-way plat. I brought a few, but what you always want to start to do is coat it with a little bit of flour, and we use, again, a local flour. Weinsheiser flour. We also use their grits at Gralehaus. But the way we're doing it is we're just doing a 3-braid plat. So you always want to start with 3 separate, and you're going to go there, move this next, move it here, kind of like you're just braiding hair. I can tell you guys have much experience.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to do that for a long time. Okay. Yeah, I knew the hair joke was going to come at some point in the show.
Pretty much. But you just do a little bit of that, and it comes out to a nice 3-braid plat.
That is beautiful. Well, that is nice.
I mean, that was perfect.
So we always bring a little bit extra, but what we'll do is we'll get this one going in the oven.
Okay.
The dough itself is a sourdough. It is a 3-day process, so we feed our starter in-house. We do the first proof, which gets it to this lovely odd shaped, and then we do the plat, we proof it again, and then we dip it in lye. Lye is super important when you're making a pretzel. It's what gives that lovely crust.
Crisp? Yeah.
Exactly. So we're going to hit that with a little bit of butter and throw it in the oven.
All right. Do you want to butter it up?
Absolutely.
All right.
So we have this lovely guy here.
Nice.
And there's nothing better than beer and pretzels.
Oh.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a combination.
Especially when it's hot. You know,
Oh,
it comes out.
I love it. And a homemade pretzel like this with and I love the sourdough idea. I mean,
It really gives it a nice depth of flavor. And we just do a little bit of salt and into the oven for about 15 minutes.
All right. Well, I tell you, while you're putting that in the oven, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will finish up the pretzel and we'll make the beer cheese. We are cooking right here on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How do you like that?
If you like Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs on TV, you'll love to see it in person.
Great time.
Fabulous.
Join us at the Secrets Kitchen Theater in Louisville's historic Paristown.
This is a great experience.
I love that.
Get your tickets now online at mintjuleptours.com. Watch Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs on TV and see it in person by going to mintjuleptours.com.
It was outstanding.
Make your reservations today.
Still cooking.
Appreciate you sharing the secrets. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Kevin Harnett, Tim Laird, Jill Vieracker, right here from the Grales. It is great to, again, be with you, learning the secrets as we went to break the pretzel in the oven. You said it'd take about 15 minutes to cook.
Exactly.
And while we're waiting on that, what's next?
Next, we're going to make our beer cheese. This has been a part of our menu since we opened back in 2010. So definitely a huge staple at Holy Grale. Today, we're going to be using an amazing local beer. This one is a collaboration between Atrium and Stillwater. The reason it is so important is we have actually done collaborations with Atrium for beers for Holy Grale itself, as well as Stillwater has been a long-term nomadic brewer and great friend to Holy Grale, and they just relocated to Louisville. So very proud to represent that.
Atrium does a nice job, too. We've been many times.
they do, absolutely.
So that is going to be our primary hoppy focus.
Excellent.
But we're going to start with cream cheese. I already minced up our habanero because we're not trying to cry today. Exactly. A little bit of habanero, fresh garlic, minced up in here, about like a tablespoon of each.
Wow. Bring on the beer when you say habanero.
Exactly. And then we have a little bit of smoked paprika. We're going to do about a tablespoon in there as well.
But really, what's nice with the cream cheese, that will take the heat,
Exactly.
kind of calm it down a little bit.
All the fat from the cream cheese and from this amazing Tomahawk sharp white cheddar is going to cut through all of that.
Oh, yeah. So you need some heat just to balance
Exactly.
It smells good. I can smell the...
The paprika and that
Peppers?
habanero
Yeah,
like
for sure.
opening up. And then one quick way to make it loosened up is we're going to actually add the beer.
There we go.
And then with the beer cheese, I am just alternating back and forth between this lovely hoppy beer and the cheddar. That way we're evenly distributing the beer and the cheese and getting that like smooth texture. I know right now it's not too smooth. Takes a little bit of muscle work to get it there. Well, now we're getting that citrus cutting through all that spice from that habanero we added in. And now that we got that creamy texture, we are good to put it in our ramekin for dipping. So we're going to do a nice, good old serving.
Beautiful.
God, beer, the beer cheese, and of course, we have that pretzel.
Pretzel's right in the oven, ready to come out.
Is it done? I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
the beep, yeah.
Look at that.
So now we have that beautiful braiding that we did,
Oh,
topped with our pretzel salt. And that is going to go directly on our board.
and see, that's the other thing. You need the pretzel salt on
for
there.
sure.
You gotta have the salt.
Absolutely. If you don't have that salt, is it really a pretzel?
No. I say no.
Absolutely. But this is our pretzel and beer cheese at Holy Grale. please try it. It has that lovely beer you just had, and like I said, rotating beers to show off our amazing breweries. So in the Highlands, we are at Gralehaus, which is 1001 Baxter Avenue.
Okay.
Holy Grale, which is 1034 Bardstown Road. Bar Grale, which is 1036 Bardstown Road. And then soon, Grail Goods, where we will be selling our amazing pastries and a bakery, is 1001 Bardstown Road, that old KFC Yankee Noodle. It is now our building. So we are taking it over.
So we're changing the name of the Highlands to the Grales.
Pretty much. We're making our culinary campus.
The Grail Lands.
There we go.
I love it.
There we have it. One more round of applause for Jill and the pretzel. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
For folks at home that wish to be here, it's easy to do. Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. You can be found at mintjuleptours.com. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harnett. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. How do you like that?
If you like Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs on TV, you'll love to see it in person.
Great time.
Fabulous.
Join us at the Secrets Kitchen Theater in Louisville's historic Paristown.
This is a great experience.
I love that.
Get your tickets now online at mintjuleptours.com. Watch Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs on TV and see it in person by going to mintjuleptours.com.
It was outstanding.
Make your reservations today.
Still cooking.
Appreciate you sharing the secrets.